Good morning, guys. I am just racing out the door to go to a bar class because it's my day off. So on my day off I always like to do something nice and active. And then the girl who teaches at Steph is one of my really good girlfriends. She is a fellow Aussie, so I'm going to have a coffee with her afterwards. So, I thought I would just make the most of this situation. I'm on the couch, I have my fruit and nut mix, so I'm just gonna have some snacks and probably just ask him a few questions. just about how life's going in the lead up to the first game. So, tell me, how are we feeling? Because if you ask me, you've been a little bit anxious lately. I've been bringing anxious vibes into the house.
Yes. I probably am a bit anxious, it's just that time of year where you've been working probably the last 3 months, 4 months, probably really ever since the season finished, especially when you don't finish the season on the high note that you want to finish on the year before. It sort of burns away at you a little bit, even though it's good to have the time off and get away from it all when you start.
It's like eating away inside of you a little bit.
Yeah, you train so hard to sort of see those rewards. You might not see them straight away, but hopefully getting the win tomorrow night will be a good start to our season.
What's the plans tomorrow, seeing as kickoff isn't until 7:45 p.m?
Tomorrow, just sort of wake up whenever. I usually go and have breakfast. That's been my tradition for a couple of years now, so I just sort of like to get out of the house and not really do too much. Just go out and have a coffee and have some breakfast. Study up on some stuff that we've got to do for tomorrow night.
That's actually something I would like to touch on. So, I'm pretty sure not every footy player does this, but I swear to God, this guy treats this sport as if it's like a topic at uni. Like, any spare minute he gets, he is watching YouTube videos of games which I struggle to see the relevance even of some of these games to his life. But he has watched, I'm pretty sure, every game of rugby league that has ever happened in history on YouTube, or found like random channels and stuff to watch these games on, and he studies them.
I'm a student of the game.
You are.
You can call it that if you want. Yeah, I just love the game. I just can't get enough of it. So, and especially playing the position I play in, I think there's so much to learn, so much to grasp on the game that I haven't learnt yet.
Is that as in just the joy of being a utility player?
Yeah, probably, but also like because I haven't stuck to one position for a long period of time.
By no fault of your own.
Yeah, but there's always been so much for me to learn in other positions that you sort of only pick up every now and then.
Yeah,
you
sure.
don't really get to nail down one thing and be really good at one position. So, obviously I started my career as a centre, and then moved to the halves, and then moved to fullback, and then moved back to the halves, and then come over here and I played a season in the halves, and then played a season at fullback, and then went home and played on the wing, and then played a bit of hooker, and then played a bit of fullback, and then last year last year come over here to play in the halves, and then got shifted to fullback because we had injuries, and I spent the whole rest of the year playing fullback, and now I'm playing back in the halves again. So,
I mean, there's no denying that you're versatile.
Oh yeah,
But I can completely understand why that would be frustrating to you as well.
Yeah, it's definitely frustrating, but in all honesty, like, it's a team sport, and it's like I'm happy to play wherever I need to play for the team. At the end of the day, the team is greater than one individual, I believe, and that's just something that I've been ingrained in me ever since I was a kid. So you can't play this game without being a team member. You have to be a team member, otherwise it'll catch you out pretty quickly. Like, I haven't played in the halves for a long time yet. I've watched people play. I've watched the way teams do this. I've studied people that play in the halves and play fullback, because they're two positions I'm very passionate about. It all comes down to you coaches as well, and who you've got around you as players. And Rick Stone is obviously my coach at the moment, and I've known Rick for a very, very long time. I've coached my senior team, the Burleigh Bears. When I was a ball boy, I ball boyed for his team for like 5 years. So
it's a cute little fun fact.
Yeah, no, it's good. But I like the way he coaches, because he brings the Australian culture over here, which is defence comes first. So yeah, I think we're in good stead. I think we just stay injury free. Huddersfield, unfortunately, over the last couple of years haven't been a team that's stayed injury free. Huddersfield has always been known for a team that's tough and we're always competing for a top 4 spot or a top 8 spot coming into the year, and sort of fallen away off that the last couple of years, but hopefully we bring that back this year. So.
Coming back.
Yeah.
The claret and gold.
Got any more questions for me?
No, that's it.
No, that's it?
Well, for now.
For now?
I'm sure I'll come up with a few more over the next 24 hours.
No, well, I think the plan is to video tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tomorrow, so I'll look at...
George's going to try and get some stuff on the bus.
Yeah, I'll try and get some stuff on the bus and just try and take you a bit more insight into what I do. I know it's like... It's a fairly, we'll talk about this the other day, it's fairly new to a lot of people. Like, you don't really get the insight into a rugby league player's day or what they do.
From your perspective,
From my perspective.
Yeah.
I don't think it's not done very often, or it's not done to an in-depth sort of part.
Seriously. The guy has a football in his hands. Like, is this some kind of sick joke or what?
Yeah.
Good morning and happy game day. We are on our way out for game day recce. Oat milk latte for me, triple shot latte for the big dog. Pancakes for something different on game day. And I have a potato hash with ham and spinach and egg. Fair to say those went down well. I am on my way to work, and then I'm probably going to do a little HIIT training session afterwards, and Jay Ranks is going to get a haircut.
I am a bit scruffy at the moment.
No, you look very handsome. And I don't know what else you're going to do. Oh,
Derek!
Mate! I'm really glad I got that on camera. We both have road rage issues. You know what I'm dreading?
Oh.
Training. I did bar for the first time in a long time yesterday. I haven't done a bar class since I was in Sydney, like...
Give her a shout out.
Over a year ago. Oh no, I'm going to. Steph Flynn, if you're watching this, mate, you have bloody annihilated me, full body, everything hurts, and I actually don't know how I'm going to train today because I'm that sore. So, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, Steph. It's footy time.
It's footy time.
Oh, it's footy time.
It's footy time.
So we have a little tradition at the beginning of each day, actually, each work day, to both pull a card from this deck, which is a bunch of cards that have intentions on them for your day. So we're going to make it a game day tradition too. And you can pull a card to set your intention for the game.
So it's sticking out this side there. Breathe.
Breathe more.
Breathe. That's
well, there you go.
That's gonna come in
and they don't have to be literal. Like, they can be interpreted in different ways too. So, but that is quite an interesting one for you to pull tonight. Time to go.
Ready to rumble.
CK can't go because it's an away game. So this is where we part ways.
This is where we part ways. She'll be listening though.
Of course. I love you.
Love you too, Angel.
Have a great game.
Thank you. We'll do.
Be safe. Breathe lots.
We'll do.
Please. Have fun, Giant. Go kick some butt. Yes.
Crew's envelope up there. I'm always wanting to get to the white, just squatting down, hands on ankles. Bit of grass on it, back up for it. Now we can sleep.
Look at your poor little head.
Mm.
Alright, it's Saturday morning now, so I kind of just decided to give Jord a little bit of time before I shoved a camera in his face again after the first game of the season. Obviously wasn't the result that we were going for.
No.
And as you can imagine, it takes its toll a little bit when you suffer a loss, and takes a little bit of time to work through before you kind of get into a good headspace again.
Definitely.
So I just thought I'd let him have a bit of a breather before we did some post-analysis.
This is unfiltered too, by the way. This is the first time she's asked me any of these questions. So.
Yeah, well, I don't really have any prepared questions, to be honest. It was more just of how are you feeling from both an physical and emotional perspective.
Well, I didn't get home until 12:30 a.m, so it was a long night. And then after a loss, I struggled to sleep. So I probably didn't get to sleep till probably about 2:30 a.m. So
Do you struggle to sleep after a win or a loss?
yeah,
really?
it's true. It's just adrenaline's just running through you, sort of thing. So it's a very so it really mucks your next day up, really. So got up Friday morning, and yeah, was really tired. Probably a little bit, grumpy as well, I suppose.
Yeah.
I overanalyzed the game like a fair bit. Like I got up Friday morning and rewatched the game and went through it again and screamed the house down a few times and some different things.
So I didn't sleep. I didn't really sleep until Jord got home, and he came home in a pretty foul mood. And it's not to say that he definitely doesn't take it out on me or anything. I'm just very sensitive to energy, and I know the shift in Jord's energy, and he came with a very different energy to what he usually has, and it was just frustration.
Yeah.
Really. So it kind of started literally from the moment the game ended. Through till Saturday. So I had a hair appointment yesterday morning.
Yeah.
So Jord was kind enough to drop me there, and then came home and decided to spend his time at home on his own watching the game.
Yeah.
So when he came back, any progress that I had made with getting him in a better mood had gone straight back downhill again.
It's a bit of a tough one because when we play, we get the next 2 days off to recover. So because I don't get to watch any, if I had gone into recovery yesterday and watched the game and been done with it, then that's me done. But because we don't go in for a couple of days after, because it's so much about recovery, the first, pretty much the whole season, it's very hard to get in and get things done. So you're constantly thinking about how the game panned out, what you could have done better, what the team could have done better, and all that sort of stuff. So,
and you're hypercritical of your own game to begin with.
Yeah, no, I'm very hypercritical of games in general. So I know in myself what the game's, how it's gone, but I want to watch it back, because sometimes you get a different perspective of things. So yeah, I did that yesterday. Put me probably back in a bad mood again. Or not a bad mood, a bad headspace.
A bad headspace, yeah.
Yeah, just negativity about the game.
Just frustration.
Frustration more than anything. But the thing that probably turned me was probably watching the games last night. I watched another game last night and realised that we were bad, but there's been a couple of blowout scores over the weekend which sort of put things into perspective a bit with other teams and all that sort of stuff. And just realising it's the start of the season, and this is just how and this is the roller coaster not many people see of. The partners have to put up with me and other players in bad moods every weekend, and the highs and lows of rugby league. But yeah, today is Saturday, which means I play again in 5 days' time.
Yep. So
I'll go to training tomorrow, which is Sunday. So we train again tomorrow as a Sunday, because we play Thursday again. So my week starts then.
1 week turnaround, exactly.
Yeah. So I'll go into training tomorrow and we'll review the game, and then we'll be done with it from there. So that's probably the thing that I was trying to get at before, is that I've reviewed it, but I don't really review it till tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I'm stuck with reviewing it myself
playing it over in your head.
Yeah, playing it over in your head a bit. Yeah. So but it is what it is. That's footy season, so you just got to just be done with it. So
exactly.
Just walking around the house like an old man at the moment. So physically sore. 2 days after is probably the worst day when it comes to being sore. Just a lot of scratches, and I got this one here. I've got one behind my.
He's got the head.
Got one around here somewhere.
No, the other side.
The other side.
Oh, he's got one next to his ear there.
Yeah.
It's not focusing.
Yeah.
He's got one behind his head. He's got one on the hand. And then wait till you see the legs.
His legs are a bit torn up.
His legs are just...
That's
that's a scar from last season when he got a stud ripped through the superficial part of his quad.
Yeah. Did I get stitches?
6 stitches.
6 stitches. I did get 6 stitches.
Yeah, that was a graze from last season as well, which was diving headfirst into the barricade on the outside of the field.
Oh yeah, that one's a good one. They're all like stud marks too, so when you're making tackles and making like legs tackles and stuff, you're more or less going to get some sort of stud marks. I'm sure I got trampled by someone at some stage through the game as well, so...
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, so...
they were going after him.
Yeah, no, made a few tackles, so...
Yeah.
But yeah, today's Saturday, so... Today, it's very hard to, like... do things, I suppose, after a game, especially when it's a physical one, like when you play a real physical team like Hulla.
Yeah.
You sort of struggle to move and do things after a game, so you sort of just try and relax and
rest.
Let the body rest.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate for Chloe because she can't really get out and do things.
I also know how important rest and good quality sleep and that kind of thing is for him to be able to do what he's doing week in, week out. So it's not like it's coming from a place of laziness.
All right, well, that's us for the first week of the season. Roll on the next 52 or 51 weeks. Oh no, not 51 weeks. That's 51 videos in a year she's planning to put up. So I don't even know what number this is. Number 8, number 9.
Lord help us. Yeah.
There's a lot to get through.
There is.
There's a lot to get through.
We hope that you enjoyed this video. George didn't get as much filming done as he wanted to. Like, he forgot about filming on the bus and that kind of thing. But
you got a little bit.
You got a little snippet. You got to see a little bit. So it's good enough for now. There'll be plenty more coming throughout the rest of the year. And for now, we'll see you in the next video.
Hope you liked it, guys.
Give it a thumbs up.